Today, I want to talk all about how I took my front lawn from a normal height of cut down to real low height of cut. And I've been cutting my lawn short for a little over a year now. I want to talk about how I feel about it, if I still like it, how I got to this point. Here we go. If you're like I was and are looking to get experimental and cut your lawn shorter, you pretty much have two options. Option one is the quickest and maybe the most painful, and that's pretty much scalping your lawn down as far as you can in one or two passes. The lawn is going to look awful for a little bit, but it will recover over time. What I chose to do was a little more conservative. I wanted to maintain the color in my lawn for as long as I possibly could. Having a nice green lawn takes a lot of work, and I didn't want to throw all of that hard work away. Over the course of just a couple months, I was able to take my lawn from 3 1/4 inches all the way down to 3/4 of an inch. Here's how I did it. I mowed the lawn twice a week, and each time I mowed, I would lower the deck of the lawnmower by 1 notch. I'm fortunate enough to have a lawnmower with a side discharge feature, and I did use that a couple of times during the process. Sometimes the grass is just growing a little too fast, so I would mow the lawn twice. I'd side discharge on the first pass, and then I would bag up the rest of the clippings on the second pass. Eventually I got low enough that I was hitting the thatch layer and the lawnmower was struggling to cut through all the extra debris down there. I overcame this problem by dethatching the lawn and clearing out as much of that excess material as possible. It worked really well, and I was able to get a much cleaner cut on my second attempt. In fact, it ended up being a very enjoyable moment, and the lawn responded really well. What I realized during this experiment was that the lower I went, the more I liked the feel of the lawn when I walked on it. The thing about rotary lawnmowers, though, they only go so low, and if you want to keep going lower, you need to get real. To keep going lower and to see how I felt about them, I purchased a manual push reel mower. Sure enough, I continued to enjoy the process and the results. The mower I pushed went as low as 1 1/4 inches, and it didn't take me long to decide that this was something I wanted to do long term. I wanted to maintain my lawn at a low height of cut. Eventually I invested in a much better reel mower and have enjoyed mowing my lawn more than ever before. I've finally settled at 3/4 of an inch for my height of cut, and that's where I continue to maintain the front lawn to this day. So there you have it. I love cutting my lawn short. I love how it feels when I walk on it. I love walking on it barefoot because it doesn't tickle my ankles. It is more work to maintain. I will absolutely 100% admit to that. It does take a lot more work and a little bit more effort, but man, to me, absolutely worth it. If I had more time, I would do the same thing in my backyard. It's just too big and I don't have the extra time right now to do that. So the backyard stays at that normal height, but up front, it's a real party out here. This is where I love to be. This is my favorite place in the yard, is the front. And I always look forward to mowing it, and I always look forward to spending a little time out here. So there you go. I hope that's helpful. If you are looking to transition your lawn from tall to short, I hope I gave you a little bit of insight there, some extra tips. Let me know what you think. If this is something you're considering doing, let me know in the comments below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. There's still lots more fun yet to be had around here, and I love sharing what I do. So if you want to follow along for more, subscribe to the channel. So that's going to go ahead and do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.